Yeah, my name is Kristiina Hiukka. I have lived in the United States for 17 years. And just about 2 years ago, I was appointed to be the Vice Consul for Finland here in the Washington State. And thank you. It's truly an honor. So here we go. I really appreciate this opportunity to meet you and be here in Bellingham to share this very important anniversary with you. So to me it's very interesting. Whoops! Am I moving? Okay, let's put this further down. Let me know if you can't hear me. And just stand up and dance or something. So it's very interesting to note that Finland actually has been an independent country basically for the length of a person's lifetime. Anybody who's 93 years old here? Anybody in their 90s? Oh, Markku, come on. It is actually very inspiring to marvel what Lady Finland has accomplished during this period of time, and how Finland has held on to its independence through all kinds of ups and downs. And especially it is sobering to consider the harsh and cruel realities of the 1940s that we went through. And that was the period when the concept of sisu was born. And Tapio was referring to that earlier. The mere facts of the Finnish Winter War and the continuation war are mind-boggling. How this small and poor country survived and held its independence when basically the whole wide world was against it. For example, when we consider the fact that the United States supplied the Soviet Union with war materials and supplies worth some $11.3 billion. None of it to Finland. This arsenal the Soviets were able to use not only against the Nazis, but against Finland. The Soviets had 3 times as many soldiers and 30 times as many aircraft and hundreds times as many tanks as Finns. But with the commitment and with the sisu of the Finns, both men and women, Finland was able to resist the fate of the Baltic states. And as demanded by the Paris Peace Treaty in 1947, our little Finland ceded a number of territories, including the Karelian regions, and paid reparations for $3 million, which in those days was half of the annual gross domestic product in 1939. So imagine that. So Finland retained its independence and went through this with such determined fiscal austerity and without any kind of bailout whatsoever. So, cheers to Finland, I'd say. So, to honor this achievement, as well as the anniversary of 93 years of our independence, the President of the Republic of Finland wants to share this message with you. Finland is part of a globalizing world. We are a member state of the European Union and are actively involved in numerous international organizations, such as the United Nations. Our economy has also undergone a rapid process of internationalization. Globalization has brought economic opportunities, but an increasing set of challenges. The mobility of people has also increased. People move to and from Finland at all stages of life. For young people, like Emma here, Internationality comes naturally, and there's Tina somewhere here too, representing this. In the years of active employment, many people work abroad for a certain period of time, or even leave Finland permanently. For some, retirement may entail a move abroad, if only for a part of the year. You, Finns living abroad, are in an important role as ambassadors for Finland and Finnish culture in your own communities. You also bring influences from foreign cultures to Finland, enhancing and enriching Finnishness. The networks you have created abroad are invaluable. It is important for all of us that your ties to your home country remain strong. I send you my warmest greetings on the 93rd anniversary of Finland's independence. Tarja Halonen, President of the Republic of Finland. Also, Finland's Ambassador Pekka Lintu and Consul General, my boss, Kirsti Westphalen, as well as my colleague, Honorary Consul Matti Suokko, join in greeting the Bellingham area Finnish community and this new Suomi chapter in this celebration of Finland's independence. This year has been a good year in the relations between Finland and the United States of America in all respects. Joint action has been sought and implemented in virtually all areas of international politics, and in our bilateral relations are better than ever. As many of you know, Newsweek magazine declared Finland the best place, the best country in the world to live, measured by things like quality of life and education. Finns share a broad social responsibility. Finns pay taxes, and in return, they receive a smoother income distribution. Daycare, education, healthcare, and many other services that are financed and compensated through taxes. The most important factor behind the success of Finland is our educational system. It has been repeated many times in this past year in the media. The high quality of Finnish education is known all around the world. Just a couple of weeks ago, I came back from the Middle East, and somebody told me that Abu Dhabi has hired hundreds of Finnish teachers to renew their educational system. Imagine that. One way to measure this success in our education are the yearly Program for International Student Assessment Studies, PISA studies. And these results, they reveal how well students do at school in reading, math, and science. Finnish students have consistently produced top results in all these tests. And this year's PISA studies were just published on the 7th of December. And there, if you want to look at the results yourselves, you can go to the website finland.org, and they are published there. And it shows clearly how good Finland does. We are only second to, guess what country? Shanghai. Who knew? The Asian tigers are taking over education as well. It's very, very, very interesting to see how Taiwan, Korea, Shanghai, Hong Kong are pushing their education system and their students to reform. But Finland is up there, second to Shanghai. So the basis for this current success of Finnish education system was laid out 4 decades ago when we shifted to comprehensive schools. We have created a system that has ensured all Finns the possibilities to study. The opportunity to study does not depend on the size of the parents' wallets or where people live, but the quality basic education is open and free to everyone. And just today, if you listen to the news, the problems in London where they increased the tuition cost of university studies 3-fold in England has caused students to rebel. It's quite something. So Finland is a knowledge-based society, and teachers' contributions are truly valued in our society. Creating stronger ties in this area of education between Finland and the United States has been the primary focus of the Consulate General this year. Another cheers. And the goal of the consulate in the coming years is to continue developing cooperation in this educational arena. So our Consul General, Mrs. Kirsti Westphalen, wants to invite all of you, parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and teachers, to develop this school-to-school collaboration and exchanges between the US and Finland. So furthermore, Newsweek also noted that Finland has high quality of life, defined by measures like gender equality, income equality, employment, and environmental health. In this category, our high rate of employment, particularly amongst women, and a century of work in advancing gender equality, no doubt carried a lot of weight. Finland is a very work-centered country.
Moving everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide.